It is time to crank up the volume. Today, we're diving into Joe Hill's Heart-Shaped Box, a book about a haunted suit, a rock star with a dark past, and a ghost out for revenge. This chilling horror novel is a must-read for fans of the macabre. So tune in and turn up. Let's get into this sinister melody. Welcome back to Kevin Toll Reads, where today we are from the shelves talking Joe Hill's Heart-Shaped Box, published in 2007. This horror thriller fiction book is one of the first books I read from Joe Hill. As you know, Joe Hill is Stephen King's son, and the similarities in their writing styles is pretty evident. So let's talk summary of the story. Heart-Shaped Box is about a former rock star fan of the macabre and memorabilia collecting named Judas Coyne, and his life takes a terrifying turn when he purchases a sport coat, that apparently belonged to someone that died, and it is haunted. And the suit contains the vengeful spirit of Craddock McDermott. Now, that name doesn't ring a bell to anyone, or does it kind of have the fear-provoking thought? There's nothing really sinister about the name until you kind of understand the backstory about Craddock McDermott. He was a hypnotist with a grudge, and the grudge is tied to Judas's past. So the ghost decides to torment him, and Judas must confront his own demons and sins and unravel this web of secrets to survive. That is the summary of the story, kind of a rapid fire of why you would like this. I mean, it has a unique premise. You have a suit that's supposedly haunted. It's purchased online. You know, you have the whole ex-rocker who likes to collect haunted and macabre memorabilia. I think that's really interesting. There's definitely suspense here, obviously, as most horror stories have it. There's a complex protagonist. Judas is definitely a deeply flawed individual, but an intriguing one as well. There's an epic road trip involved in the story that I thought was really done very well. And there's the whole theme around the cost of fame. Obviously, the mistakes of our past come to haunt us in the present and down the road. And that is definitely ever present in this novel. I think Hill's writing is very masterful. Like I said earlier, he is a chip off the old block when it comes to writing horror and suspense. I think the atmosphere is just some of the best dread atmosphere that is written out there. There's definitely some chapters where you definitely want to read it with the lights on. It's just a little eerie. It really was, at least for me. And I'm not a huge horror reader, but this book stuck with me. There's definitely also some emotional depth here in the story. It's much a story about love and healing, but it's also a story about the horrors and the sins that we do and those catching up with us. And it just sticks with you. One in particular quote that has always stuck with me, and I found it again for this from the Shelves review, was Judas had lived his life running from his mistakes, but now he realized there was nowhere left to run. And that has always stuck with me. Let me know in the comments, have you read anything from Joe Hill? Have you read The Heart-Shaped Box? I'm interested in what you've read from Hill. And if you're just a fan of horror and you have some other recommendations you want to throw out, drop me a comment below. Otherwise, that is my take for From the Shelves. I hope you're doing well, and I will talk to you all in the next one. Thanks.